tighter defense to the trips, that wide side. Get the ball in the hands of one of your skill guys out there. Now they're going to
go 2 by 2. I think.
2 by 2.
So it'll be second down now, 6 yards to go. Ball sits on the 50-yard line. Central with it.
Tight end in the game.
Man in motion.
Reverse.
And there you got it. You got your man Hines. Hines racing the outside. Hines trying to beat his man. Hines, first down and more. Hines finally down to the 40-yard line of Cumberland Valley on the double reverse.
Yep, looked like a jet sweep, and all of a sudden, there you go. Take it back the other way. Well drawn up play and executed just the same by Central York. There's no quit in this team.
A good way to get the ball in the hands of one of your impact players, Hines. Into the game will come Carter Vaughn. Hines comes out near side. Hines being defended by Caden Pines. There's a little rhyme for you. Still looking for Hines over the middle. There he's got him. Did he overthrow him? Oh, yes he did. But man, he had Hines turning in. Nice cross there in the middle, and Hines was open just for a moment. We'll bring up second down and 10 yards to go from the 41-yard line.
I think Caden Pines, since you brought his name up, is the nephew of the great Chad Pines from Cedar Cliff years ago.
Oh, how about that?
Great wrestler, great football player, yeah.
For Bob Craig, legendary coach.
Yeah.
Coached both of those sports as well for years and years at Cedar Cliff.
Here's Still now. 2 receivers near side, 2 receivers far side, handoff down the middle, and straight down the gut they pound it. Inside the 40, down near the 37-yard line we'll give them.
Here's a trivia question of the day for you. How many varsity letters did the legendary coach at Cedar Cliff, Bob Craig, have at Lock Haven State College?
No idea.
8.
18. 5 different sports.
Did he ever sleep?
I don't think so.
Did he ever go to class? Had to go to class, right?
Almost made the Olympics in gymnastics and wrestling.
18.
Yep, also did track, diving, and football.
Where do you come up with this stuff? You're like a walking encyclopedia. You know
Same barbershop, Semlos Barbershop, open for 94 years.
There you go.
In New Cumberland.
3rd and 6. Big play here. Oh, and still just wait a little bit long. He's going to get brought down. Still finds it in, gets it open, stays alive.
Oh.
Ball's lost, out of bounds.
And it fumbled for a first down.
Now, will they say he had it long enough?
Oh, he definitely had the ball.
So he fumbles. And you're seeing Coach Oswald making a little bit of a case over there. I'm not sure what the case is.
Well, in high school, if you fumble the ball forward, I don't think anything's going to happen. It's out of bounds where it goes out of bounds.
So it is down to the 28-yard line right now. And Central, courtesy of a fumble, gets a first down.
2 chances there for Cumberland Valley. They had him sacked, got rid of the ball, fumbled, went out of bounds. Things going Central York's way right now.
Black and orange on the move. 8:46 to go in the 4th quarter, down 15. There's your pass out near flat, not going to work.
They motioned it back to quads. The 4th receiver set threw it to him.
He was looking for Suchanik out there and not able to cover it up. It does stop the clock with the incompletion, so it'll be second down and 10.
Plenty of time left for 2 scores for the Panthers to catch up.
Ball at the 28-yard line right now. Remember, Central York has not lost a regular season game since 2019, and they're trying to make sure that stays that way right here.
Double set, 2 receivers to each side.
Malachi Ramnath just came into the game. There's Still.
Got him.
Right across the middle. Got his man wide open and right down the gut inside the 20. Down for a first down, and Central continues the march here as they're fighting their way back into this one.
Bill, more safe, easier pass and catch to Hines there.
Yeah, they clear out the linebacker there by looking at the swing man, and then he comes back with a little delay over the middle.
There you saw the replay right there, well executed by the Central York Panthers. No Prabula at quarterback for the first time in 6-7 years, but really growing up.
Nasir Still right in front of our eyes, down to 17, 1st and 10. Still rolls near side, Still looking, Still throws it to the end zone. He's got his man standing there wide open, and again it was Hines just button hooking back in the end zone, and he hit him right on the number.
That was good vision. I mean, he came back and the receiver was not in his vision there. And
you see the replay, it looked like the defender was standing right there and maybe had a shot at it, but never saw the ball. I don't know if we can see it on the replay, but
there it is. I just think it was a little bit over the defender's head.
That was a long pass back against the grain. And
yeah,
there you
just passed him.
Put it right on him. Yep. Now you're going for a big 2 right here.
This cuts it to 1 score.
Huge play coming up here. Still rolling right. Still end zone. It's going to be intercepted. No 2-pointer here. So again,
that was huge.
You still got a mountain to climb. You're down 9 with 8:09 to go, but you got another score back. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll talk about it as Cumberland Valley is going to get it back. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
35-26 with 8:09 to go, and Central has crawled back into this one, but what might have been with 2 two-point conversions that they've missed out on, Bill.
That was crucial there. Four and I were just debating a little bit as to what do you do there. If you have a real quality kicking game, and I'm not sure if Central York is confident in that or not, I say you go for 1 there because then psychologically you're only 1 score down.
After what happened, though, on the last attempt at an extra point, I told Bill I can't blame him. I think they made the right decision based on what happened.
They're going to see the onside kick again right here. Looks like he's got it flat on the tee, if I'm seeing that correctly.
I think he's going deep.
Yeah, I would doubt it. But
okay.
Little squib
kick.
And there it is. Giving a chance for someone else to mess up, but and guy goes down right there. Nice job of just knowing what you could do in that moment. As a good job there by number 8, Kurt McCann, again, just covered it up.
I think it was Save. Number 9, Save, I believe. Yeah, Alex
Save, number 9.
So we're 16 minutes into the second half, and Cumberland Valley is still looking for their first down in the second half.
Wow.
And you talked about it. Tough to regain that magic in the first half. Haven't had to, but they're just kind of staving off Central right now. So a big set of downs for both these teams. Obviously, Cumberland Valley wants to start to salt this thing away. Get 2 or 3 first downs, and maybe you do that.
I like the wide run. Good call.
Yeah, that was an easy read for Isaac Steins there.
Yep, so good job on the wide run that time. And it's going to be Wagenheim. Joshua Wagenheim with a nice pickup of 5. It'll be second down and 5. Ball out at the 39-yard line of Cumberland Valley. Steins taking all the time he needs right now. There's the handoff starts. Nope. And Central has really stepped up here in the second half. The Star's going to get taken down right there, almost at the line of scrimmage.
They don't start the play clock at this stadium. They start the play clock like 5, 6. It's now supposed to start immediately when the ball's dead. They keep doing that. And it's allowing Cumberland Valley didn't utilize it, but you can let a lot more time go off the clock.
3rd and 6 now for Cumberland Valley. Ball at the 38-yard line. Just handed it off. And taken down again, and Central's going to get the stop and get the punt right here. So 6:53 to go, and the Panthers will get the ball back again. You almost need a timeout right here, don't you?
They did. They called it.
And that's exactly what happened. So timeout for Central. Coach Janczak gets that. We'll take one as well. We'll be right back. This is High School Sports Live TV on Fox 43.2.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
So an interesting timeout call with 6:53 to go. Cumberland Valley in a punt situation right now. And you got to think is Central trying to make something happen here. Back again to kick is going to be Patty Hernjack. He got pushed a little bit last time to get it out of there quickly. Oh, a long high. Almost blocked, but not quite. And he got it out of there and got a good roll. Inside the 30, inside the 25, down near the 20. And will roll dead inside the 20s all the way down to the 18-yard line. Nice job by Hernjack getting it out of there. So Central still climbing the mountain here. 9 points down with 6:40 to go, and the Central fans getting onto their feet here. They were pretty dead here at the half when they were down 35-14, but they fought their way back here in the second half, and we'll see what Nasir still has left.
Not only do you need a score, you don't want to take too much time off the clock because you're down 9.
I think you want to look around 3.5 minutes if you can.
So Nasir is still there and still keeps it and just takes off.
You got to hustle. You got to get up on the line. Really not a time to huddle. You got to go 2 minute here now, down 2 scores. You don't have to, but it would be advantageous.
Nice play by Save there in the open field.
It really
sure
did.
Was.
Just stuck him right there.
That's what they're doing. They're going to go no huddle.
Second down 7, ball out at the 22-yard line. Can't afford a lot of those plays right now.
Good point, Gary.
2 receivers near side.
Quarterback keeper. That was a design play. The right guard and tackle pulled left.
And a good job by Cumberland Valley, just grabbing the jersey and hanging on to him. He doesn't get the first down. And the ball will be spotted out at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, so now you're inside 6 minutes.
It's 3rd and 2. So you're having to work hard just to get the first down here when you need to get yardage in swaths right now.
Taking a lot of time.
Yep. Trips near side, 1 receiver far side. Where's Hines? That's the big guy you're always looking for, right? So they're going to get the first down, but again, not much of a gain as they found their man out there, Ethan Carlos, who caught the touchdown pass earlier in the game.
Momentarily stops the clock to move the chains.
This looks like the prevent defense we hear all the time. Just keep your guy in front of you thus far. Is that basically it?
Well, I think that's what Cumberland Valley.
What are they doing? They said that was incomplete.
Oh.
They're saying that was incomplete.
Are they really?
Yeah.
No, you got to go for it here.
So you really don't have much of a choice here.
What are they doing? I'm confused. They're winding the clock. They're winding the clock, though. They're saying he was not. Yeah, he dropped it. Why are they winding the clock?
Yeah, they got to make the correction.
Yeah, you're going to have to make a correction right here as the official comes over. So
that's a no-brainer.
He's looking up at the clock keeper here, and that was interesting. He thought that, looked like it was complete the whole way.
Yeah, it definitely hit the replay. It definitely hit the ground.
So Goff back into the game now. That brings up 4th down, 2 yards to go. Huge play here. This is the game. Or if it's not,
it's very close to the game. You're absolutely right, Gary. That slot's going to block. They're going to run this.
So Still keeps it. Still's going to get far side. Still's going to get the first down and gets out of bounds. So gets it out near the 33-yard line for the first down. So a big call there by Still. He just called his own number and said, let me take care of this. Tell you what, he's shown me a lot in the second half. I thought he's really been tough.
He's a good player. Good player. He'll do well for them.
And again, people always say about Bo Prabula, who's a great player at Penn State, you don't have to be Bo Prabula, you just have to be Nasir Stills. You just have to develop your skills.
Absolutely.
Well, I expect Nasir Stills to go long on this one.
Right.
At some point, they're going to have to take a shot down one of the sidelines here.
Or those good shots up the seam. They've been successful a few times catching somebody up the seam, especially number 5. Here comes 5 right now.
5 and 11.
But he's not looking for the ball.
And it's intercepted.
Go down.
And that is going to be just about it. Intercepted. Looked like Hayden Pines might have picked that off.
Yep. They were looking for Hines up the seam. He was outside receiver, went in, went like a slant, then went vertical right up that seam, but he wasn't looking for the ball and couldn't make a play on it. And you'll see it right here. There's the pick.
Yeah, and the ball was underthrown a bit.
Yep. So right now, if you're Cumberland Valley, clock's your friend. You don't have to put it in the air. You can run the ball to death. Get a few first downs, and this one's in the win column.
Absolutely. Number 42 is getting this football, and you can bet the ranch on it.
Either that or Signs will keep it.
Nope, 42's getting it.
There it is, right up the gut, and he's been a monster all night long. Has not had to touch it a whole lot here in the second half so far, but did a lot of damage in the first half, did Bryce Starretts. So nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, one first down will pretty much seal this.
Now let's see how this Cumberland Valley football program is with clock management right here. That play clock is at 30. You don't want to snap it definitely under 5. If you're and the Cumberland Valley quarterback, Signs, is a veteran. He should just wait and wait, but he's not. Snapped him at 20.
Oh, and they got Starks right there at the line of scrimmage. So he bangs forward just for a couple of yards. Coming up at the end of the game, by the way, is the Capital Blue Cross post-game report, including the Hoffman Ford player of the game. We need to decide who that is, guys. Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game. And we'll talk about the Hoffman Ford player of the game as well.
Clock management.
Did you work on the 4-minute drill before?
A little bit, yes, we did. We went no huddle most all the time, but not a fast-paced no huddle most of the time. But you gotta know.
So 3rd down and 7, and we're going to come up with our player of the game here in just a second as we kibitz among ourselves quietly. But right now, 3rd and 7 from the 34-yard line.
Now they're chewing the clock.
Signs in no hurry.
Nice.
Look at this. Nice handoff near side, another chunk of yardage. And
timeout Central.
Just putting it away right now. We'll take a timeout as well and come right back. 3:45 left in this one. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC, or check that on Fox 43.2.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
And welcome back. And Four, you had a big point to make here.
Yeah, it's 4th and 4 for Cumberland Valley. It's sort of no man's land. You don't really want to punt. 2 outs, too far for a field goal. You don't want to turn the ball over and give up a big return. Interception, return, fumble return. So whatever you do, protect the football. I'm looking for some kind of what you were saying earlier. Get Signs on the edge, okay, and let him keep it. If he doesn't get the first down, tell him don't worry about it. Tuck the ball, protect it. Let our defense on the field make him go 70.
Stay in bounds.
Yep. Well, no, stay in bounds doesn't matter because it's 4th down.
We're going to switch over anyway, yeah. So here you go. Let's see what Cumberland Valley has up their sleeves here. Coach Oswald with his play. So here's Signs. He may just keep it himself. Nope. And we got a whistle down there.
Timeout, Cumberland Valley.
So timeout for Cumberland Valley. So 3:44 to go, 1 second on the clock. Let's keep it right here. So guys, you know, you talk about Central right now, and they're down by 9 here. Things look kind of bleak, but there's still hope. 3:45 to go. What's your take on where they've come through the second half here? I mean, they've really done a nice comeback. They haven't cashed in all the points that maybe they could have.
Well, like we talked about at halftime, it's really, really hard to come out in the second half when you have just had such a phenomenal first half. You don't want to make – you're almost playing too cautiously where you don't want to make mistakes.
Right.
You know, you're not throwing the post routes down the middle that you're completing earlier in the half. You don't want to throw a flat route that might get picked off. So as a coach, you sometimes become overly conservative even. And Central has stepped up, and they've started clogging things up in the middle.
So here we go now. Cumberland Valley with the ball. 4th and 4.
Here comes pressure.
I think Signs keeps it the whole way. Signs faked it right there, almost down to the first down yardage.
Didn't get it.
Got a little fancier than I thought he would do, waving that ball out there just for a second, but nevertheless, they kept control and got it down inside the 30-yard line where Central will get a final gasp here.
If you're down 8, you want to do more there maybe. Maybe try to be more, but you don't worry about that. You're down 9, you're up 9 right now. So being up 9, play defense, don't give up a big play. You come out of here with the W if you're Cumberland Valley.
For our PCN audience with us, the PIA High School State Championships return to PCN this fall, and the football championships will be at a place called Chapman Field at Cumberland Valley, named after Fort Chapman Sr.
If you're Central York, you got to score quickly within a minute and a half here.
Yep. And there's your pass. They had Thaddeus Saw, but he wasn't turned around again, so looking a little ragged right here in the last 2 pass attempts.
Should you score if you're Central York? a touchdown. You're going to just you're still need another score. So you're going to almost definitely have to kick the onside kick because you only have one timeout left, unless you score in the next 30 seconds.
And Cumberland Valley is going to try to keep everything in front of them.
Absolutely.
They're definitely playing a little deeper than what they were most of the game.
No doubt.
Central, second down 10, 29-yard line. Need a big pass here. Last 2 times they've thrown, the receiver wasn't really ready to catch it.
I think they're running. There we go. Crossing routes, wheel route, out of the backfield.
Oh, and a good catch there. Great catch down the near sideline. Did he hold on to it? Yes, he did.
Got to play the ball.
I was just going to say it, Bill. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Niger DeWitt catches down the near sideline, and all of a sudden, Central's setting up shop again. 3:25 to go. Ball into Cumberland Valley territory, down to the 40-yard line.
That was a sophomore DB, Green. He's got to play that ball. Even if you go up and interfere, you give up 15 yards and not what you had there.
Here's Still. One man in the backfield with him. Still.
Screen, middle screen.
Over the middle, he's got his man right there. To inside the 30, as he caught his man Ethan Carlos again for another catch.
This
is
what you need.
Screen.
It's what you need. Central York's got to score quickly. They're doing exactly what the doctor ordered here.
So we get the clock set. First down set, 3:18 to go.
Jerry Janczek football team is not going to give up.
So a timeout called for the moment by the official.
They're saying it's a first down, I believe. They want the chains moved for a first down. The chains aren't moved.
So they stopped the clock to set the chains, and the chains stayed there.
And they're still holding the chains and not moving them. So I'm not sure what they're looking for here. First down, they're still not moving the chains. The referees are asking them to move the chains.
I was going to say, maybe these guys are going on strike. I'm not sure.
Yeah, here they go. They're moving the chains.
So now the chain's getting set. Still 3:17 now. You actually lost a second in that whole exchange. Still, right across the middle again, got a man open.
Penalty, which is going to be probably not enough guys in the line of scrimmage. They're going to, it would almost have to be because it can't be offsides or they'd have blown it dead on defense in high school.
Flag thrown down around the 34-yard line. Let's.
He'll act like a traveling in basketball. Legal procedure, not enough men on the line. Let's see what he says here. It's got to be it. Yep, 6 men on the line of scrimmage.
So we walk it back up here again, 5 yards. Slowing down the momentum again. 3:11 to go now.
That's a killer. Got to line up right.
First down, still 10. Make that 15. Still.
Up, as you go, he's got him.
He's got his man, end zone. Could not pull it in. He had his man downfield. Ethan Carlos again, just couldn't hang on to it.
If you're Pines for Cumberland Valley, number 2, Caden Pines, you don't want to bite on any hitch. They throw the hitch, come up and make the tackle. You can't allow the big play with 3 minutes to go in this football game, up 9.
I'm nervous. I'm not going to talk much the rest of the game.
So 3:05 to go.
No quit in the Panthers.
Second down, 15.
Man under 2 deep.
Here's Still. Looking for his man. He's going to get
brought
down.
And is he going to call a face mask?
I think he got him on the shoulder pad and grabbed the jersey.
Wow.
That's what I thought.
But they are calling it. We'll see the replay here.
Get a break right here if you're Central.
I don't think it was a face mask. They're talking about it.
Was it a hold?
Let's see. No, they're calling face mask, but I don't think it was.
Mask. Yeah.
They have to be calling the face mask. Let's see the replay here. That's got to be a 15-yard variety. Yep, personal foul.
And that's going to be a 15-yard play for Central.
Here it is, Gary. Here it is. Nope, the jersey. Yep, we were right. All the way up here. The jersey.
My goodness.
Wow. So he got the jersey.
Oh, they called it off. Looks like they called it, waved the flag off and said he did get the jersey. Screen.
There it is. Central's got it. Got his man trying to get down to the 20. His knee goes down right around the 22.
Nice job by Thaddeus Shaw there. Man, is he a big target.
So it's now going to be 4th down and 2, I believe.
No, third and 2.
It's a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, down to the 22-yard line. And there's your run. Going to get in the end zone. Touchdown! And finally,
Now
Mr. Goff finds an open space and runs it in for the touchdown. So
now you definitely want to go for one because you're down 3. You want to get it so a field goal can win the game. 2 points doesn't help you.
no.
And if you just go to kick this ball and cut it to 2. And that's what they're going to do.
Wow. So here's Parker. Big field goal effort, not now just for the tie eventually, but potentially for the win eventually.
Yes. Great job, Central York.
Man, if they fought back here in the second half, they have shown who they are. And it is good as it gets on through, and we have 35-33, still 2:26 to go, and we'll keep it right here.
Okay, let's go over this, Bill. What do? You have 1 timeout left, 2:26. Are you going to go for the onside kick or kick it deep?
I think you have the onside kick here.
I totally agree. You're only going to get the ball back with seconds remaining, under a minute. Yeah, onside kick.
How about Still's job in the second half? 18 for 27, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 196 yards. So he's had a heck of a game here so far.
Yes, he has.
Sure has. Credit to Central York whole football program from Coach Jonchek all the way down. No quitting this team. They made this a football game when it looked like it was over. Cumberland Valley, 1 first down will ice this football game.
End of the half, it was 35-14. Cumberland Valley led it. It looked like the train was leaving town. And Central said, not so fast.
But guess what? It's Cumberland Valley. Before they worry about getting a first down, they have to get this onside kick because that's exactly what Central's going to do.
Yep. Let's see how they line it up here. You got all your good hands people up front there on the line if you're Cumberland Valley.
Let's assume Cumberland Valley recovers this onside kick. It looks like they could probably take it down to a minute at least.
There you got the coverage, and that's what you wanted.
So the first play, Jonchek will call timeout right after the first play.
That's right. So it'll be around 2:20.
2:20. And then after that, they're going to run the ball twice.
1:40. About 5 seconds on the run. It'll be down to 55 when you have to snap the last play. Yep.
There it is.
Good call.
So they're going to get a chance.
Yes, they will. And a field goal beats Cumberland Valley. So if Cumberland Valley's got to be a little bit, not overly aggressive, but you're thinking you got to get a first down here.
Oh, yeah. And if you're Cumberland Valley, hang on to the football right now.
No doubt.
Ball at the 44-yard line. That's somewhat inconsequential at this point. There's an inside handoff. How about that? A little sweep.
That's what I would hope they would do there. They're jamming the middle so badly.
J.D. Hunter with one of his few carries tonight, but a big carry here. He gets nice yardage.
He planted that right foot when there was nothing there.
It looked like the old school, a little bit wider, but the old school buck sweep where you plant the foot and get up in there behind the guards.
2nd down and 4, and no one in a hurry right here. Ticks down under 2 minutes now.
I'm surprised they didn't call timeout there.
It doesn't really matter. You can get it in the next one. Either one, it's irrelevant. But after this running play, I'm sure he will, or wait for third. But I agree, Bill. One of these first 2 downs or 3 downs, you got to do it. They're running the big man.
And if you get the first down, the game's all but over if you can hold on the football.
Do not snap it until you're down to 1 second. They snap. Yep, that's what they're doing. They snapped it with 4. Ball game, fall down. If you're 42, just fall down.
Yep, and they gave it to the big guy, and why not? That's a fitting one. As Starretts with another run down the gut, and that pretty much is going to salt this one away. Ticks down to 128. They'll set the chains. We get our Capital Blue Cross postgame report coming up, including the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. We've decided on that. Capital Region Insurance Agency Player of the Game, and the Hoffman Ford Player of the Game. We'll talk about that all here on Fox 43.2.
So they used their last timeout. They can't get the ball back unless Cumberland Valley screws up somehow.
Yeah, you just got to take a knee. This is a take a knee ball game.
Don't forget our PCN audience watching out there tonight. The game of the week continues next week with live coverage of the Loyal Sock versus Southern Columbia game. Watch it all on cable, on PCN, or stream with PCN Select.
The beauty of this football game, win or lose, both programs saw a lot of bright side and positive things, and it's the non-conference game. Plenty of time left. Both teams have a good chance to make the playoffs, and they just got to work through this, learn from it, and just better themselves throughout the rest of the season.
So it's knee-taking time. If you're Mr. Signs, you played yourself a whale of a game here tonight, and now you just let that clock tick on down. And a great point that you make there, because you know, it's early in the season. Both teams are working. Both teams have new identities. But I'll tell you what, You love a lot of what you saw from both these teams tonight. First half, second half, tale of two cities.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I thought this was a bigger game for Cumberland Valley because of the schedule they have to play once they get up to the Commonwealth. They've got, to be 2-0 now is a big deal as opposed to 1-1.
And they got to go to Springford next week. Another out-of-conference game, obviously. To
Central's got to head to
District
Henfield
1
for a tough game also.
Oh, yeah.
So both teams, and that's why these teams are where they are right now. They're playing good programs. They're out there playing other conferences.
Bill, back when you were the head football coach at Redland, if I'd have said you're going to see in 2022 teams go to shotgun to take a knee in high school, you'd have looked at me like I was crazy.
I was going to ask you the same thing. I was going to say, no, if you never practice going under center, which obviously they must
not much.
then
totally agree.
You can't do it now.
That's right.
And that is just about going to be it as we tick down the two teams walking off, starting to go to shake hands. But 35-33, the first loss regular season for Central since 2019, and a game. Cumberland Valley team came in here tonight, took it to Central in the first half, and then hung on desperately in the second half as Central made the charge. But 35-33, and that is it. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with our Capital Blue Cross post-game report, including our Hoffman Ford player of the game, our Capital Region Insurance Agency player of the game, and we'll talk about that Hoffman Ford player of the game because he played a whale of a game tonight, all here on Fox 43.2. Back right after this.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newest dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale. Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at Giambavo.com.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
If you're looking for a quality used vehicle at a great price,
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford has the best pre-owned inventory, not to mention the best hometown buying experience in all of Harrisburg. With our market-driven pricing, you can be sure you're always getting the best deal. Plus, we'll give you top dollar for your trade. And you know who's got Harrisburg's best deals.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
And welcome back to Central Panther Stadium, 35-33 tonight. It was all Central Dolphins. That was last week. Cumberland Valley here in the first half, 35-14. But then it was Central that turned it around in the second half, showed you why they've won so many games over the years, why they were in a state championship game a couple years ago, and why this team has a lot yet to prove before the season's over. Pull it back to 35-33. But Cumberland Valley with a big win here tonight in Central's home lair. Welcome back to our post-game report here, brought to you by Capital Blue Cross. I'm Gary Sutton, Bill Chase, also Fort Chapman with you here. And guys, this game was just really a tale of two cities, but both teams doing what they had to do. Central coming up a little bit short here. Bill?
This has developed into a nice rivalry. I'm not sure how many years they've played in a row, 8, 10 maybe. I know it goes back to at least Tim Rinfel. And I hope they continue to play. I give both teams credit for taking on tough teams early in the season.
And as you break this down, simplistically, both teams scored 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It came down to the conversions. Central York went for 2 the first time they scored. They made it last week the first time they scored. They didn't this week. Put them behind, but then they made some 2-pointers. They went back to the extra point, got one blocked. Forced to go for 2. That's what it boiled down to.
And don't forget the kickoff return at the end of the first half.
Huge.
Absolutely
huge. It set up a touchdown that no one really saw coming at that particular point. Let's take a look at our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game here tonight. And this was one that kept the momentum going for Central in the second half. We'll take a look at Nasir Still, who had himself a whale of a second half of this game. And finding Mr. Goff, Jules Goff, downfield. Huge play here as it kept things going for the Panthers as they were working uphill the whole second half. And here you see another angle of it.
Well executed play right there.
Well, you just look at that and just a great job. And you look here for Central. Just coming up a little bit short. As you said, not able to convert the 2 points. Maybe they started chasing points a little early. I don't know. But they were in such a hole that it seemed like they had to do something there, right?
Now, Nasir still played a really, really solid game. He's not a game manager. He's a star.
Here are your final stats tonight. Cumberland Valley 35-33 over Central. That's a big stat. But 16 first downs for Cumberland Valley, 22 for Central. They were way down in the first half. 248 yards rushing for Cumberland Valley, 143 yards for Central, 106 yards passing for Cumberland Valley, 251 for Central, coming mostly in the second half, obviously. And in the total yards, Central having the best of it by 40, 394 to 354, but 3 turnovers to none for Cumberland Valley. That's certainly a big number here tonight as well. And that brings us to our Hoffman Ford player of the game, a guy who was not only a great manager tonight, great runner, an excellent passer. We're talking about Isaac Sines, number 7 for Cumberland Valley. What a show he put on tonight in the first half, Bill.
And he came in and played some corner in the second half. He's the real deal. Not going to be flashy with his passing, but he can put it on the money when he needs to.
And we said he has to do it. We know we were going to get it from his feet, and he actually really excelled with running the football. But we said we got to have balance before the game with him, and I think he did throw the ball.
Yes.
You know, you said he's not super accurate, but he sure was accurate enough.
And he threw it on a line a couple times. It really surprised me. I thought he threw it very, very well when he had to.
And he's a tough football player.
So our Hoffman Ford player of the game, Isaac Sines, and what a great job he did here tonight along with the rest of the Cumberland Valley team. Well, our next broadcast is September 9th. Next Friday night, we head to Hershey Stadium where Elizabethtown plays Lower Dauphin. We're looking forward to that one. You can go to our website at www.hsslivetv.com for our full game schedule for the 2022 High School Sports Live broadcast schedule. I'd like to thank Chad Edwards and the whole Invicta crew here tonight. Fox 43 Sports, and particularly Todd Sadowski, Travis Sparks, our stat guy, and, of course, Bill Chase, Fort Chapman, 2 of the best color guys you'll find in the business here when it comes to analyzing the game. And thank you for watching this week's High School Sports Live broadcast, and especially to our audience of PCN around the state of Pennsylvania. I'm Gary Sutton. Again, our final score, Cumberland Valley 35, Central 33. Have a great evening, everyone.
So explain what we're doing now. What are we going to do next?
2.5-minute post-game wrap-up. Post-game wrap-up. It's going to go on Fox 43 proper.
What's that mean?
That's the regular channel.
Oh, okay.
That'll be on TV tonight.
Gotcha.
So he'll go. What he'll do is he'll come and go. You know, now to you guys. So again, we'll just kind of get in here and space ourselves out.
Yep. No, you're not. No, we're good.
Sure. Right there.
Move over this way a little bit, Bill. Move over
I've
this
got
way
a fire extinguisher here. In this.
How's that?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, thanks, guys. It was a great game here tonight at Central Panthers Field. Central Panthers, though, went down early 35-14 in the first half, and it looked like the bus was leaving town. But Central said, wait a second, we've been champions for a long time. It's not going to happen like that, and they stormed back in the second half. 35-33, the final score. Yes. Hey, thanks. Back here at Central Panther Field. Big game here tonight between Central Panthers and the Cumberland Valley Eagles. The Eagles were flying high in the first half as they went out to a 35-14 lead. Looked like the bus was leaving town, but not so fast, said the Panthers. They clawed their way back in the second half, but 35-33 came up just 2 points short. Bill Chase with me here. Bill, you looked at that Central team in the first half. They were just run all over by a team that really was ready here with Cumberland Valley.
Yeah, Cumberland Valley played really, really well in the first half. Central York could not stop the run, particularly Starrett's on the inside. Isaac Steins hurt him with his feet and with his arm in the first half. They just seemed a little bit shocked. They made some mistakes in the first half, but it was a game where you kind of sensed they weren't really out of it.
Signs and Starch really did a good job. 1-2 wrecking crew there in the first half for Chapman and really just handled everything well. And it was almost a perfect first half there for Cumberland Valley.
It's exactly what we said in the pregame. Mix the run and the pass. Keep the Central York defense off balance. Cumberland Valley did exactly that, putting up 35 points in the first half.
Central with a new quarterback this year who's not named Probula. His name is Nasir Still. In the first half, he had an okay half. In the second half, he came out rocking and really started with that first possession.
Well, what I thought hurt him in the first half was the turnovers, the interceptions. And it gave Cumberland Valley short fields and easy scores. But the second half, he really came into his own, threw the ball well, quarterback draw well, and got them right back in the football game. And the bottom line is the lack of conversions compared to Cumberland Valley making all their conversions was the difference in the football game.
Hard to believe I'm going to say this number, but first loss for Central at a regular season game since 2019. Wow. And yet, at the same time, this is a new team. And so now you get a new identity. You start to work your way back. Next week's Hempfield for them. On the other side, Springford for Cumberland Valley. So both these teams playing quality schedules, Bill Chase.
You know, with Cade and Bo Probula or without them, they're an elite program in District 3, maybe even the state. I mean, you're in the state finals 2 years ago. That doesn't happen by accident, and they're a good program. They have some nice athletes, and Nasir Still really impressed me. The moment wasn't too big for him tonight.
For Chapman, Bill Chase, Gary Sutton with you back here at Panther Stadium. Once again, the final score here tonight, Cumberland Valley 35-33 as they hold on in the second half against a game Panther team. But Cumberland Valley with a huge win here tonight, and now they head off to Springford next week. And again, for Central, they'll head to Hempfield. Thanks so much for joining us. We throw it back to you guys right now on a Friday Night Frenzy.
Nice job, Jasper.
He said, "Do it again." You did it again. He said, "You were shooting a foul shot. I was in the lane."
I sensed a little frustration on his.
No, he rebounded. Very quickly, was right back there. Since the only official.
Thanks for
Nice, guys. Great job, guys. I enjoyed it. So we'll get you some stuff this week.
Yeah, okay.
Great job as always, buddy.
I'll enjoy being in Hershey.
You're the fist guy, right?
Yes.
Or it was really nice seeing you.
Yes, you too. There you go. Get Frankie. Go golf.
Hey, why don't you come down sometime and play? He's the one to play though.
You guys are way better than I am.
Mr. Tournament right here. He's a tournament player.
Getting better. Yeah, let's do it sometime.
Yeah, we're both members there, so.
John, thanks for having me tonight. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
No
Thanks,
problem.
John.
We'll see ya.
John, for giving me. Thanks so much.
No problem. No problem at all.
How'd it sound?
Huh? Sound good.
Out of the gate calling the wrong team there. I was like, wanted to kill myself. Looking down there, it's like, oh well.
You know what came off good. Yet you know what, it was an entertaining game. So
I only said ABC one time, and I didn't get the whole thing out. So it was. And then standing up for the whole game, that gets you back.
oh yeah. That's why I try to move around.
Oh, I was trying, but it's so tight in here.
Oh, I know. There's nowhere to go. I mean, I saw 4. It's like I'm standing here. He showed me. He said, "Can you see the 40-yard line on that side?" I said, "Sort of." And he goes, "Yeah, I want it like this."